Electronic scanning ultrasound uses a stationary probe with multiple small crystals to steer and focus sound waves using electronic rimming. The three main types are liners arrays, curved arrays, and phased waves. It creates clear, moving pictures of inside the body without using moving party. Operation. Tiny parts called crystals inside the probe get small electric shocks to make sound waves. The machine changes the timing of the shocks to aim and focus the sound beam. Returning echoes come back into electric signals to build a live picture on a screen. Main types liners array uses a straight line of crystals to make a square or rectangular picture, great for blood vessels and safari muscles. Curved array uses a curved line to make a wide, arched picture for deep belly scans. Phased array uses light groups of crystals with delayed timing to steer beams through small spaces, commonly used for heart scans. Electronic scanning ultrasound uses a computerized array of tiny crystals to steer sound waves. Operation. Crystal groups. Small parts turns electrical signals into sound waves. No moving parts switches turn groups of crystals on and off in order. Computer control. Delays change timing to point and focus the sound beam. High qualify, fast images. An ultrasound USG machine with waveform display combines strutinal imaging B mode with blood flow velocity tracking spectral Doppler. It uses the Doppler shift principle to visualize and measure blood flow through vessels in real time. Doppler ultrasound system showing the signal path from the transducers through the beam former, transmitter, receiver, wall filter, FFT processor, and onto the dual B mode and spectral waveform display. Pictures show a schematic drawing of wavelength, pressure, and amplitude. Sound is a series of pressure waves propagating through a medium. One cycle of the acoustic wave is composed of a complete positive and negative pressure change. The wavelength is the distance traveled during one cycle. The frequency of the wave is measured in cycles per second or hertz. For most humans, audible sound ranges between 20 Hz and 20,000 Hz, 20 kHz. Ultrasound refers to any sound waves with frequencies greater than 20 kHz. Diagnosis ultrasound typically uses frequencies between 2 and 20 million Hz megahertz MZ, the propagation speed of an acoustic wave traveling through a specific medium determined by the stiffness of that medium. The greater the stiffness, the faster the wave will travel. This means that sound waves travel faster in solids than liquids or gases. Sound waves travel through human soft tissue of approximately 1,540 meters per second, about 1 mils per second. Attenuation is the loss of intensity and amplitude as sound waves travel through a medium. The major sources of attenuation in soft tissue is absorption. The conversion of acoustic energy into heat. Other camera of attenuation are reflection, refraction, and scathes. Reflection: some of the waves bounce back towards the source as an echo reflection. The angle of approach incidence is identical to the age of heat reflection. The remaining sound waves travels through the second medium or tissue. Refraction: if the two mediums have different stiffness, resulting change in propagation speeds will cause the wave to be bent from its original path. Refraction: the angle of incidence will be different from the angle of transmission. The amount of deflection is proportional to the difference in the two tissues' stiffness. Scatter occurs when Wu sound waves encounter a medium with a heterogeneous surface. While most of the original wave continues to travel in its original path, a small portion of He sound waves are scattered in random directions. The production and interpretation of ultrasound waves is based on the so-called pulse echo principle. P-SHU shows M-mode lower portion of the image combined with B-mode image. M-mode motion mode captures returning echoes in only one line of He B-mode image displayed over time. Movement of structures positioned ned in that line can now be visualized. Color Doppler showing turbulent blood flow in a large abdominal aortic aneurysm. Picture show powered Doppler showing blood flow in thyroid tissue. Picture shows pulse-wave Doppler of flow through the mitral valve. Continuous flow Doppler of tricuspid regurgitation. Picture shows shadowing from gallstones and edge artifact of literal wall of gallbladder. Picture shows power Doppler showing blood flow in cancer cells. Utilize a phenomenon called Doppler shift, which is change in frequency from the sent to the returning sound wave. Ultrasound is also called color flow ultrasound. Scanner machine probe plugging picture. Low and high frequency ultrasound waveform.